This is the Pursuit of Wellness podcast, and I'm your host, Mari Llewellyn. Greg, welcome back.
I was just telling you how I almost brought a meal to today's episode because I'm getting very comfortable as a guest on this show.
Tell them what you were thinking of bringing.
Well, I didn't bring it because I packed soup today. And that would be a ridiculous meal to bring onto a podcast episode.
It would be ridiculous to bring any meal onto a podcast episode.
Soup, spaghetti, and meatballs, that'd be inappropriate.
It would have been inappropriate regardless.
An efficient sandwich.
Guys, Greg and I just filmed the suspect trend outside. And when I tell you this man's sense of humor is literally making fun of me all day long, like roasting people is how Greg laughs. Couldn't come up with one thing for me.
I would never make fun of you on camera. I couldn't do it.
That's where you and I differ. I could make fun of you on camera all day. I think it's funny.
Yeah, it's funny, like...
You take things too seriously is your problem.
I would never disrespect you on...
Yeah, but off camera it's fine.
Off camera, behind...
Off camera you disrespect me all day.
Anything's fair game.
You like get really intense with me at home.
That's not true.
Yes, your humor is like roasting me. And now all of a sudden you see, this is why I'm meant for the camera and you're not.
Well, I think what Mari's realizing is that she's getting a little old and she's having trouble keeping up with the trends.
That would have been a fantastic roast in the video. You could have been like, suspect is 30 years old, which is the reason why she's doing this Gen Z trend.
Yeah, this is a Gen Z ass trend and she's trying to keep up with them.
You could have said that.
It's tough. Like just the fact that we had to physically run, it's tough for her.
Oh, you're projecting because you're on a weight loss journey right now. And you're having a hard time keeping up.
I'm not on a weight loss journey. What happened is that we are doing this new meal prep service, right? But the food's fucking incredible. It was supposed to be like clean.
It is clean.
The food's so good. Well, it is clean, but it's so good that I'm having several of them for each meal.
Yeah, well, you're eating. Also, I've lost weight, so you're like compensating for me.
I don't know if that's like a conscious decision, but that may be what is happening. Sure.
I feel like
as a family unit, our net weight is the same, right? Like let's say like you lost 15, I've gained 15.
I actually feel like whenever I've been fluffier, you've been leaner. Like maybe that's psychologically a thing.
I don't know. But maybe our family has been the same net weight. Like as Arnold has grown, Lulu has lost weight.
Like, is this toxic or not?
Although our dogs are looking a little thick these days.
Stop.
I think that they like their bodies know it's getting cold.
You're going to give them eating disorders, babe. You have to be careful with the language we use in our house.
They need a coat. They need a coat.
Yeah, they look cute right now.
Lulu,
I like them.
Lulu looks a little bit like a seal when she gains weight.
She looks very nice.
Yeah.
So cute. Okay, you ready for this Q&A?
I've been giving. Yeah, I've mentioned this on the podcast. Please go for it.
Everyone knows what the dogs eat. We get it.
Those dogs are my pride and joy, specifically Lulu. Oh my God. I love that dog so much.
So you basically just said Lulu's your favorite. I mean,
Arnold brings me joy, but Lulu is my pride and joy.
Yep. You know what they say? Boy dogs love their mums and girl dogs love their dads.
Arnold has no love for me.
That's not true.
No, he enjoys me. I enjoy Arnold, but there isn't like a.
Do you think
Lulu loves me?
She loves me too.
Yeah, I'm not saying she does, but like I'm just talking about my personal relationship.
But do you think Arnold loves me?
He recognizes you as like a more important figure than me. The thing is, there's just different breeds.
He stares into my eyes.
I've never felt that with Arnold, so I can't even picture that happening.
But also, I look at Lulu sometimes and just cry thinking about what we've been through together.
If anyone knows that they sell like a rabies test on Amazon for Arnold, or like some sort of manic mental health test for a dog,
I could have that one too.
Yeah, maybe for wives and dogs. Rabies.
Dude, you would have been so good in the video. Look at you now roasting me.
I'm overwhelmed, all right? It's about to be Black Friday. It's the holiday season. Mari's like, tell me about Christmas gifts. Already. I'm overwhelmed.
You're overwhelmed.
Yeah, well, listen, Santa, he can't make the things that Mari's asking for anymore.
Stop acting like I'm asking for a lot. I asked for a horse trailer.
Yeah, I don't know where to buy a horse trailer. I'm from New York.
I'm a country girl.
I'm a city slicker.
You are such a city slicker. It's crazy. Couldn't even get off a horse.
You want some Ugg boots? I can go to Nordstrom. I can handle that.
I have Ugg boots.
I don't know where to get a horse trailer.
That's all I want for Christmas. Guys, horse girls listening, DM Greg the best horse trailers.
Yeah, that she can tow in her car.
Wait, I wanted you to talk to Michelle about it.
Yeah, I'll figure it out.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
the elves are gonna be very overwhelmed.
Yeah, collectively, we've been having a little bit of a like mental breakdown in our household. Me specifically.
About what?
You don't think my last few weeks have been insane? The LA trip.
You know.
People yelling at me.
Who yelled at you?
People yelling at me. And you. My freaking fertility medication. Me crying every 2 seconds. Our furniture issue.
I don't know. We're blessed.
You're right. I'm not here to complain.
Yeah.
Our house got egged this morning.
Oh my God.
Our house literally got egged this morning, as if like I was already holding on by a thread. And then Greg comes and tells me our house got egged. And I was like, what is going on?
Well, it got egg. It got
egg.
We have one egg that hit our front door.
A singular egg.
And Lulu was very happy about it. She ate it. But it seemed to have happened
thought it was
at
a gift.
11:30 at night, which was obviously hours into the time that we are asleep.
The dead of night.
That is the dead of night, 11:30 to us. You know, I have no information yet, but there is an investigation going on, and whoever did it will be getting dozens of eggs hit onto their house.
Period.
By someone anonymous. I just am guessing that will happen.
Maybe we'll write on the eggs like, from Mari and Greg.
You're a horrible criminal. That would be.
Bloom eggs.
That'd be how to not do a crime 101.
Yeah, here I am like wanting revenge, like wanting them to know it was me.
Mari wants revenge with a signature.
Yeah.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
The real world is anonymous. Right? You win quietly. Well, I'm not really the best at that.
Yeah, you're like the loudest person ever. Okay, do you want questions?
We're doing a full Q&A?
We are doing, if you want to do that.
Sure.
What do you want to talk about?
Just go.
Just go?
Just cue it.
They're always so serious, these questions, I feel.
That's fine. I can handle that.
How are you preparing to become a dad?
Oh my God.
We rarely hear perspectives from men.
Well, first of all, establishing a safe physical home. So we bought a house in Texas. Clearly, the security is not up to date because we're getting egged. But creating a safe physical home.
You haven't done much prep. Let's be real. Like, you haven't really done much.
Well,
I think for men, from what I could see, it takes you got to have the baby for them to realize it's a baby. Davi's, my producer's nodding because she has a baby. She knows.
Yeah, maybe that's
because here's the thing, guys. Greg has a 12-step morning routine. And I looked at him one day and I was like, what are you going to do when we have a baby? Like, you can't have this crazy morning routine. And he goes, oh, I'll bring it with me.
Yeah.
Like, he's going to put it next to the cold plunge next to him while he's lifting weights. I mean, that might work.
Babies can cold plunge.
Whenever I see super dads like running across Zilker Park in Austin with the stroller and they're like lifting a weight and there's a dog, I'm like, I could see you doing that. I think you're going to be like really just like
pushing a stroller. I hope I can do that.
But while running, those dads that are like really shirtless and like with the dog.
Yeah, you probably notice them more than me, but yeah.
That's a compliment to you. That's how I feel like you're going to be a superhuman. How do you manage budgets and investments?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
Man. It's been very complicated because it's definitely.
Should we even be giving people advice?
Yeah, that's what I'm wondering. I can tell you where we're at, but please do not take notes on this. The reality is that we used to own 100% of our business, and as business owners, I'm not going to get into that right now. Our finances have just changed a ton over the last 2 years to a point where, us moving to Texas, selling the LA house after moving to Texas, it's been a very confusing years of profits and losses and necessary expenses to establish ourselves in a totally new state, while like trying to balance the line between like, is this necessary? Is this excessive? But like it feels necessary. I'll say we are trying to have a financial conversation 2 Sundays a month.
Oh, is that how many?
That's a thing. That's a thing.
I got a calendar invite the other day that said financial discussion with a heart next to it.
And Mari said maybe on the calendar invite.
Yeah, depending on my mood.
Great. And
I don't do numbers. If you sit me down and tell me
that's not a choice.
It is a choice.
No,
it's a choice. I married someone who does do numbers.
Barely.
You gotta step it up.
Maybe I'm the one who needs to take more leadership here. Yeah.
I'm taking leadership on our home in other ways.
The problem is, both of us, but mostly Mari, if we want something, we can justify it in our heads as an absolute need, or we will die, or that we deserve it, right?
You have more packages arriving to the house than me, just to be very clear. You have more clothes than me.
I'm not even getting into it.
Okay, clearly we're not in the headspace to answer this question. So
listen, it's the holiday season.
We're a little stressed.
Deal with it in January.
We also just realized that we hate all of our furniture and we have to sell it. And
you see, we have to address this issue, is how Mari's handling this.
Our house doesn't look good. So that's a problem. One of the main things I did on my healing journey was switch out all of the cleaning products in my house. I am personally very sensitive to fragrance and artificial chemicals and things like that, and that's where I found Branch Basics. Branch Basics is a non-toxic, hypoallergenic, free of fragrance and hormone disruptors and harmful preservatives cleaning product. It's baby and pet safe, clean, and cost effective. I personally love it. I have 2 dogs at home, plus Greg and I are always cooking on our countertops, and I want to make sure I'm using things that are safe and not disrupting our hormones. I have very sensitive hormones and very sensitive skin, so this is very crucial for me. Their premium starter kit will provide you with everything you need to replace all of your toxic cleaning products in your home. It's really a no-brainer. They have an amazing refill model, so once you run out, the only thing you need to repurchase is the concentrate and oxygen boost, and they come in gorgeous glass bottles that you can refill. I also love their hand wash. We have those in every single bathroom in our house. If you suffer from eczema, allergies, or asthma, make the switch to Branch Basics today. I promise you'll see such a benefit. Save 15% and get free shipping on your starter kit when you use code POW at www.branchbasics.com. Again, that is code POW for 15% off plus free shipping when you purchase a starter kit. Holidays are coming up. Greg and I are hosting, and I'm sure many of you are too. And I'm so excited that I have my Caraway cookware ready to go. It really brings me peace of mind that their non-toxic cookware is free of dangerous chemicals during the holidays. I want to make sure I'm healthy and everyone I'm feeding is healthy as well. Plus, it's so easy to wash and store. They make it so simple, and the pans are also gorgeous. I have the sage green set and the stainless steel set, and they always look amazing on the stove. Caraway's cookware set comes with a saute pan, fry pan, Dutch oven, and saucepan, plus lids for all of them, and a canvas lid holder and magnetic pan rack for storage. It's the ultimate kitchen setup that will save you $150 versus buying the items individually. Plus, we can ditch the chemicals with Caraway. It comes with a chemical-free ceramic coating so food can be prepared with peace of mind. The holidays are closer than ever, so get their gift or yours in time. Visit carawayhome.com/pursuit to take advantage of this limited time offer for up to 20% off your next purchase. Again, that's carawayhome.com/pursuit to get new kitchenware before the holidays. Caraway non-toxic cookware made modern. You guys know I'm such an advocate for getting your lab tests done. I think taking ownership over your own health is so important. And that's why I love Function Health. You guys have heard me talk about this so many times. It's co-founded by Dr. Mark Hyman, one of my favorite people and favorite guests I've had on the show. Function Health is comprehensive testing with personalized insights from top doctors. They have over 100 lab tests, biological age, Alzheimer's, stress and aging, cancer detection, autoimmune, and so much more. All you need to do is schedule lab tests, instantly schedule with leading providers with 2,000 plus locations and get results. Results include insights derived from top doctors and thousands of hours of research. When I got my results, I was able to click on the result and see the advice from doctors, and it gave a full explanation. If you've ever gotten lab tests done, you know it's so important to get the results explained to you. And I found it so simple and easy to read through the top doctor results. Take action, test again, and test every few months to watch your health progress over time. Make sure you listen to episode 106, where Dr. Mark Hyman came on the show and discussed Function. We talked about so many different things. Function Health is now FSA and HSA eligible, transparent pricing, comprehensive testing. It's time to own your own health. To join Function Health, go to functionhealth.com/POW and use code POW100 to skip the waitlist, available up to 1,000 listeners. Favorite thing about Mari, aside from her entrepreneurial spirit, which we all love?
We've had a couple issues pop up lately, whether it's with a service provider who's helping us with our house, whether it's, the dogs need the vet or parents need something. When Mari needs to step in and handle something, she handles it very, very well. I don't want to they're all personal examples, so I won't dive into them on the show, but I know that Mari can handle herself on an independent level for pretty much anything that life throws at us. If for some reason I'm unable to be there, to address something, even if it means talking, like yelling at somebody, or not raising your voice. Actually, the most impressive thing is that when that does happen, you don't raise your voice and bring emotions into it. You handle them logically with a straight voice. And now you're so well spoken, especially now with this podcast, you're like out of control. So you can communicate it very well. All right, I'll boil all of that down to communication skills and being able to use those communication skills to your advantage in life situations.
Thanks, babe.
Yeah.
I feel like that was still entrepreneurial, but that's okay.
No. It helps you in entrepreneurship.
Also, I feel like I used to be bad at that, so that's the biggest thing.
Yeah, it seems to have been really like a skill that you've developed or you've been at least deploying this year.
It was one of the things that I was like really insecure about for a long time, was like having hard conversations, and now I feel like I have a lot of them under my belt.
Yeah. But I think you just need to nip them in the butt sooner.
I do.
You're getting better at that.
Yeah.
But
there's also you can be too reactive.
Totally.
I actually think taking a beat sometimes is helpful.
Totally. I do that with work. Sometimes if I get tired, especially if I'm on the road and especially if I'm on an airplane and I can't just call somebody and knock something out, I'll send a bad email or a bad text message, sometimes to important people. And things get read differently than how they're supposed to be said. I know you like to send a voice message.
Love a voice message.
I hate a voice message, or I've never sent one, and I won't listen to them. But I'll send impulsive texts and emails sometimes, more so in my professional life, that especially if I'm in the air and can't make a phone call because I'm on a plane, that I wish I didn't send. And they always backfire.
Yeah.
In those scenarios, I should have slept on it,
Yeah.
Or called you or Leo and been like, am I in the right?
What Bloom supplements do you both use?
Pretty simple. I use Bloom Greens every day, Bloom Colostrum every day, energy drink every day.
I currently am obsessed with the colostrum and the creatine together with my electrolytes in one.
Nice.
I think the colostrum and the creatine have a crazy amount, and obviously the greens are amazing, but I feel like everyone knows that already. The colostrum and the creatine have so many benefits behind them. Creatine is the most studied supplement in the industry. Colostrum is nature's superfood. I feel like those two together, you're tackling so many things at once, and you can just they don't taste like anything if you get the unflavored. And I mix it with electrolytes, and I feel like I'm set for the day. And I put it in this Hydro Flask. It's in here right now with my electrolytes.
I think as overall nutrition, we're all seeing it go back to the basics more and more. It's I remember growing up, whether it was in the vitality space, the anti-aging space, or the muscle building space, I would walk into supplement stores, and every 6 months there'd be this new superfood from Brazil.
Yeah.
That increased testosterone or helped hair, skin, and nails or helped weight loss or whatever it is. And I feel like that was the same thing when people were have one Brazil nut a day, or have all these superfoods that people were, goji berries, acai bowls, whatever they may be. And it's really cool to see nutrition leave, I know you just said the word superfood, but leave these exotic fruits and vegetables and going towards The
That's what
simple
I said.
things
Nature's
that like art that we've just been using for thousands of years. So
Yeah.
colostrum, collagen, which is our colostrum product, the basics of the fruits and vegetables that we have in our greens, of course, creatine, which is dense in red meats, like the things that like we're not really getting through our normal 2024 diet. So we supplement with them, but they're still the basics.
Yeah.
And just proven forever. Like we're not eating bone broth anymore. Right? How people used to have bone broth in soups all the time, but now we can supplement with collagen.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is in the colostrum.
Yeah. Also, this episode comes out right before Black Friday. So we have some big Black Friday deals for Bloom.
Well, first, what are you making for Thanksgiving?
What do you mean?
Black Friday is the day after Thanksgiving.
I'm making the normal Thanksgiving.
The normal Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
Any like surprise dishes?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Potato gratin.
You're making potato gratin.
Yeah.
You're not doing that. That's going to quickly turn into mashed potatoes. I think once you realize how many slices of potato you need to make for potato gratin. Potato gratin's dank, but you're not making it.
It was at our wedding.
I'm roasting you on this show. It was at our wedding in Mexico. It was fire. That's like kind of where we discovered it. Anyway, Black Friday, Cyber Monday. It's a big event for us this year. We'll be having it on our website and on Amazon. And I think we're up to 40% off for the nutrition, for our supplements. And then I think the energy drinks are up to 25% off on Amazon. So, I mean, stock up for the year. Like that's the lowest price our energy drink will literally be for well over the next 12 months.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Biggest sale yet. Grab it while you can. Stock up.
Do you buy, like if you're buying non-apparel items, do you go to Shopify? Do you go to a website or do you go to Amazon? You go to Amazon.
Like what?
Like, do you think that we should suggest people just go to Amazon for Bloom out of convenience, like where they're going to go?
Yeah.
Yeah. Go to Amazon. The sale's on Amazon. So the sale will be on Amazon. Energy drinks, greens, colostrum. It's easy. Just type in Bloom and they'll all come up.
Yeah, because we're kind of like the biggest one. Can Greg make a workout playlist? I think you should. It's pretty good.
I've been listening to more Texas rap now that we live here.
The biggest, the largest.
Yeah. Big X the plug. I love that guy.
Bitch, I'm from Texas.
Yeah.
Oh no. I'm in a very bad fight with my husband right now. Can you guys talk about how you fix issues?
Try to nip it in the bud.
That's not good advice.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't do that. Sometimes you need space. I think you're a big need space person.
Yeah, but it's never more than
And I go
day.
on a walk and then we come back together and we say, hey, we both said things we didn't mean. Let's sit down and talk this out. And oftentimes we are way better afterwards than we were before. Like, I feel like a lot of times if we don't address things, it sort of feels like weird for a little bit. And then we have the conversation and everything's back to normal, if not better.
Yeah, and don't put alcohol in the mix. Not that we're like drinking by any means, but
even a glass of wine at dinner.
80% of the fights we get into are for some reason when we've literally had only one drink.
Yeah, but it's because we needed to have the discussion, but the alcohol just makes it bubble to the surface, I feel. How do you and Greg keep
But that wasn't great advice. So what's the advice for someone in a big fight with their husband?
gave good advice.
Yeah, okay.
I did.
You said don't wait. Well, they're already in the fight. Let's say it's been a week.
Go on a walk, write down your thoughts. I write mine all down in notes. And a piece of advice my therapist said is don't use the word you too much. Use the word I, because if you say you, the person feels attacked. So you do this, you do that. Instead, it's I feel sad when I notice this happening.
Yeah, and I think just go into the conversation.
No, that was good advice.
Yeah, and to go into the conversation and say we are not going to raise our voice.
Yeah, and we're on the same team.
Yeah.
And honestly, like physical touch, like holding a hand, because it helps you remember that like, this is my person. I don't need to get angry. Don't you think?
Yeah.
As we've spoken about so many times on this show, your sleep is so crucial for all things energy, mood, health in general, longevity. And I think making your bedroom a sanctuary is so important. And that's why I love Cozy Earth bedding. It was named one of Oprah's favorite things in 2018. Cozy Earth's best-selling bamboo set is temperature regulating and incredibly soft. They also have so many amazing options. They have a linen set, which adds a breezy classic charm to your space. I personally love to sleep super cold, so I love that the bamboo sheet set is temperature regulating. They also have really cozy cashmere blends and timeless textures. They really have so many options. Whatever is going to look best in your bedroom, plus help you sleep the best, I think is so, so important. You can really make every night a 5-star experience with their responsibly sourced bedding. Cozy Earth provided an exclusive offer for our listeners today, up to 40% off site-wide when you use the code PURSUIT. That's PURSUIT, 40% off Cozy Earth's website. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen me and my dog Arnold sitting in front of my red light every single morning. I absolutely love red light therapy, and my favorite brand is Bon Charge. It's a holistic wellness brand with a huge range of evidence-based products to optimize your life in every way. My personal favorite is the red light face mask. I am someone who has had acne on and off for 10 years. My skin is finally clearing up, but I do have some scarring. And red light therapy can be amazing for acne and scarring, plus wrinkles and fine lines, eczema, wound healing, ingrown facial hair, razor burns, and so much more. It's such a calming part of my day. I like to wear the mask, maybe do a meditation, sit in silence for a little bit, and just gather myself before the day begins. All you really need is 10 to 20 minutes a day. You can use it while watching TV, cooking a meal. It's really easy to habit stack. It also helps boost collagen and elastin production, which is amazing for aging. The reason I like Bon Charge over the other competitor brands is it's removed the circadian and sleep disrupting blue and green light. Plus, it has zero EMF radiation, zero flicker, sleek and lightweight design, and a 1-year warranty. You guys have a special offer. Go to boncharge.com and use coupon code PURSUIT, PURSUIT, to save 15%. That is boncharge.com and use coupon code PURSUIT to save 15% off. The weather is getting warmer here in Austin, so it's time to say goodbye to jackets, sweaters, and hello to shorts and t-shirts. I want to update my wardrobe for the long haul without spending a fortune, and luckily I have Quince. Now I've got a lineup of timeless pieces that keep me looking effortlessly chic year after year. For example, they have European linen dresses, blouses, and shorts from $30, washable silk tops, timeless 14-karat gold jewelry, and so much more. Quince items are all priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. They cut out the middleman and pass the savings on to us. And they only work with factories that use safe, ethical, and responsible manufacturing practices and premium fabrics, which I absolutely love. I just got the 100% organic cotton sleeveless maxi dress. They have it in this beautiful cornflower blue. It's gorgeous. Highly recommend you guys check it out. I will be bringing it on my upcoming birthday trip. Get warm weather ready with Quince. Go to quince.com/pow for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. That's QUINCE.com/pow to get free shipping and 365-day returns. How do you and Greg keep yourselves grounded with the fame and money? We're not like that famous. I don't think it's to the point where it would affect us.
Yeah, our lives still just going to work.
I mean,
every
we
day.
meet a lot of people out and about, especially on the plane lately.
Yeah.
But I like meeting people. I feel like you're a bit more shy than me when we meet people.
I would say we have relatively grounded day-to-day lives. Like we still go into work every day. We still,
I mean, our lifestyle has changed a lot. You know, we were in like a 1-bedroom apartment in Philadelphia a couple years ago.
Things change, but like the lifestyle, the material things may change, but the problems that you have are generally this.
I think they get worse.
That's crazy.
It's true.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel it's funny. I remember last September we had without a doubt the most stressful month that we've ever had in our careers.
Mm-hmm.
In our careers, I'm talking about. And we had already like made some financial success at that point. It was only a year ago. And I'm driving home from work in LA. It's a 2-mile drive home, but it's LA, so it takes 20 minutes more. And I'm in my dream sports car. I had bought my dream sports car. It was my only car. It was one of the first times we actually had more than one car, just because like it's LA and you didn't really need that. But I bought a second car, bought my dream sports car. I'm driving home from work. I'm stressed out of my mind, like losing hair stressed. I'm at a red light and there's this guy next to me at the red light in the biggest piece of shit car I've ever seen in my life with a pizza delivery sign on the top of the car. And smoke's coming out of the window. He's smoking a fat joint, right? This is the West Coast. We're not in Texas anymore. And he's bumping music and he looks so happy. And I'm leaving work in the sports car thinking that, you know, I'm trying to achieve all these things that I've always wanted, whether or not that they would make me happy. And I'm like pulling out my hair stressed or losing my hair stressed. And this guy's next to me delivering pizzas, stoned, so happy. And I'm like, what the fuck's the point of all this? Like, I just had like a big realization moment of like.
No, I think it's important. That's a good story because I think that that's the thing that could be misleading to people, especially if you just were to look at our life right now. It's like, oh, they just things have just been this way for them. They're just lucky, or it must be so nice. But I think it's difficult to like, and obviously it's not, we feel extremely grateful for the life we live. And we've had amazing experiences along the way and have had a lot of freedom. But if you were to actually experience the life day to day, you never really get to check out ever. It's just a constant. And I mean, I've been able to step back a little bit, have definitely thrown myself into the podcast, which is a whole other thing. But like for years, Greg and I didn't leave the house. It was all we talked about, really dedicated our lives to this thing. So there are pros and cons to a lifestyle like this. And I also don't think there's a lot of people who could make it for this long, actually. Like, I think the first couple years are very, very testing, and then people either give up or they keep going. And Greg for sure has definitely kept going, and it's like that resilience. But it's a lot of pressure. You're responsible for a lot of people and their livelihoods. You know, pressure to show up every day. For me, I feel this pressure of like being the face of multiple things, and feeling like if I don't show up, it affects other people. And yeah, it's just a lot. It's a lot. And in many ways it's worth it, but in some ways it's sort of like you have these moments of like, is it worth it? So it's complicated, I would say. They want to hear your point of view on the trying to conceive journey.
Yeah, it's been very odd because, you know, we're two people who have been pretty much able to achieve everything we've tried to through hard work, you know, or through pushing ourselves with it, whether it's like, you know, mental health things, physical achievements, business achievements, fixing relationships, or you know, managing our relationships with family or friends or each other. And I would say, you know, physical health challenges that we've had, right? Whether it's acne, I know that's a big topic of this show. This one, we have not hit the finish line yet.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll have a different perspective once we get to that point, which I know will happen. But it's definitely been one of the longest journeys we've been on.
Yeah.
You know, approaching over a year of like, you know, trying. And I don't mean just having sex as often as possible or something. I mean like, you know, going to doctors, figuring out what the hell is potentially slowing down this process.
It's a lot of mental energy.
Yeah.
And it's tough on the relationship too. I mean, I think we've been pretty good through it, but it is stressful for both of us, for sure.
trying to embrace the journey.
And it can be difficult from like the female perspective to not get frustrated with your partner because you kind of feel like I'm the one doing the taking tests and seeing negatives and I'm going to the doctor all the time and da 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 da. So you have to remind yourself that like you support me regardless. It just feels like I go through it alone sometimes.
Mm.
And I think a lot of women feel that way, even though you are very supportive of me.
Yeah, I obviously don't. I can't entirely relate to what you're dealing
Right.
with. You're in 9 times more doctor appointments than I am.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
But that's just like kind of how it is. And as long as the support's there at home and you're talking about things together and, you know.
yeah, it's definitely it's a unique challenge that nothing else has felt like this.
Yeah. Yeah. Cool.
Cool.
Thoughts on artificial intelligence and how it can impact business efficiency?
These are crazy questions today. It's interesting because we manufacture our energy drink we just posted some content from it. One of the most advanced facilities that I've ever been to for anything. It's well over 1 million square feet. It's right here in America. God bless America. And it has so few humans working in it because it's almost entirely robots. And then the humans are just using the forklifts and watching the machines and making sure, they are doing what they're supposed to be doing. And needless to say, the people driving the forklifts will be replaced shortly. So in probably just a couple of years, probably less than 5 years, humans will just be used in this well over 1 million square foot facility to just watch the machines. And that's on the manufacturing level. But then, of course, going back to the story I told earlier of sending impulsive emails or text messages, sometimes I use ChatGPT to help me write those messages. And it just feels like it's officially here, right? Like the sci-fi memo of what will it be like. It's like, okay, we can actually kind of see what this may be like at a larger scale. I think it's exciting. I can't imagine how schools are reacting to some of this stuff, right? I
Mm-hmm.
would have cheated on everything using this stuff. So
I get a little freaked out because I've seen people like take my face and have me talking about products that I actually didn't talk about. So from like a talent perspective or whatever you want to call it, like my face and voice, I'm a little freaked out by it.
yeah, it must be funny because every zip code, let alone at, almost on a state level, there's probably different concerns based off of like what people generally do there. So like if you're coming from an LA,
Mm-hmm.
everyone's like, what the fuck am I gonna do with my talent or my personality that I sell or monetize?
Yeah.
And then you're gonna be in a place like call it middle of the country, a blue collar state, right, where people do hard labor and they'll be replaced by robots. Or you look at the Uber drivers, or you look at
Yeah.
pilots on planes. I mean, some of these are high paying jobs, just because they're physical doesn't mean they're not high paying jobs, and they'll be replaced shortly.
Wild. Really wild.
I mean, it does seem odd that we're still driving our car. It seems odd. It seems odd that I hold a wallet. Why is that not all just on my phone? Why is that not just all on like a chip in my hand? Right?
Mm. I just think the act of doing real things is so important for happiness. Like I feel the most happy when I'm like taking care of my chickens or, grooming my horse or, doing things around the house. Like I don't know. I think replacing actual work will make people depressed. Like even not driving,
I know I enjoy driving.
Yeah.
I enjoy
It
doing
helps you be
things.
present, I feel.
But then it's also nice because like everyone has e-bikes around here. That's been nice.
Mm-hmm.
Not everyone needs to, like even older people can go ride a bike because there's the electric element of it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Would you ever consider bringing on another podcaster under you? Yes, I would. think that would be quite cool to have an umbrella podcast situation. Let's see. A lot of people want to know how you feel about the Fee situation, Fee leaving.
I just saw Fee coming. I was leaving LA. Fee must have had just landed in LA.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw her like 2 days ago. But dude, Fee's the best. Fee came into our life when we lived in LA. She had lived in LA for a couple of years. She's one of our best friends, and that will never change. And the professional relationship, I think and hope and I know does not need to be directly correlated to our personal relationship.
Yeah.
And I'm so excited to see what she does next.
Yeah, I feel the same way. If you weren't the CEO of Bloom, what would your career be?
I think I would always have some sort of entrepreneurial journey.
Yeah.
Probably involved in social media on some level. Obviously, that's where Bloom does spreads most of its awareness.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that I can work for anybody else.
What football team do you root for? Guys, Greg doesn't do sports.
I don't know.
He does not do sports. He's just bodybuilding, UFC.
Boxing. Fighting, sports.
What is your ideal last meal on death row?
I like a Jewish deli. I like meat-based sauce pastas.
Yeah.
Sometimes if you're in Europe, a seafood pasta can just be out of control with, several sticks of butter on that thing with some olive oil. I love a charcuterie board, cheese and meat.
So this is the meal like all together.
Yeah, definitely like a kitchen sink scenario on the plate from several cultures.
Yep.
I'm not my stomach's rumbling.
I hear it.
Yeah.
Do you and Leo still work together?
Occasionally.
You mean all day, every day? They're literally inseparable, guys.
It's been tough because we come into this Austin. This episode has me thinking of all types of things. We come into Austin office every day, but I'm on Zoom calls all day because the team's still in LA. And so, hopefully some people will be moving to Austin soon. And I try to get back to LA a couple days every 5 or 6 weeks, but I need to have more in-person time with people. I am not enjoying coming into an office and then just going in front of my camera all day.
Yeah.
I have like today, I will not have a single in-person meeting, and I do not like that. And it's a shame, when I can control that and I'm not, and it is drastically affecting how much joy I am getting day to day, let alone just with my career.
Yeah.
So I need to change that.
Yeah, I wouldn't enjoy that.
Yeah.
Either. I mean, I do hop on calls a lot, but
you know what it is? It's like if I'm on the Zoom call, I'm on the computer, and I find it very difficult to pay attention and focus. So like when I'm in in-person meetings, I bring a pad and pen because I'm just too ADHD to have my phone or a laptop or an iPad, and just the bright light of the screen will throw me off.
I've noticed.
And so I don't know if I have to turn these Zoom calls on full screen and go on do not disturb mode, but that's
what I do.
But that's fucking discipline, right? And you can't just stay disciplined for 10 hours straight working.
You should have Brooke leave some gaps in your day.
What would that benefit?
Just give you a break.
No, I'm not saying I need a break. I'm saying I need to have in-person work.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed you get pretty distracted on meetings.
Yeah.
You'll just sort of walk away sometimes.
Yeah, I need to hire more people in Austin to work with me.
When are you getting your own horse?
Greg, me?
Yeah.
Who knows? One of these days, I'll get a horse to ride with you.
I can't wait. I'm already looking. I've been on Facebook, horse sales group. If you're a horse girl, I actually found this gorgeous Palomino. Male ranch horse, good age, good at everything, stunning. He'd be perfect. I want to go trail riding.
That'd be fun.
I mean, I'm ready for a string of horses, honestly. I need one for my friends, one for you, one for me. Mini horse for the kid.
The kid.
Mm-hmm. Anyway, guys, I think we're going to wrap it here. Thank you so much
All
for
right.
tuning
Yeah,
in.
we have a ton of work for the holidays. We got to go hit these desks.
We do have to hit the desk. Just a reminder, Black Friday, biggest sale of the year. Amazon, energy drinks, greens, colostrum.
Huge. Biggest sale of the
Huge.
year.
Thanks, babe.
Thank you.
Bye. Thanks for joining us on the Pursuit of Wellness podcast. To support this show, please rate and review and share with your loved ones. If you want to be reminded of new episodes, click the subscribe button on your preferred podcast or video player. You can sign up for my newsletter to receive my favorites at marilewellen.com. It will be linked in the show notes. This is a Wellness Loud production produced by Drake Peterson, Fiona Attucks, and Kelly Kyle. This show is edited by Mike Fry, and our video is recorded by Luis Vargas. You can also watch the full video of each episode on our YouTube channel at Mari Fitness. Love you, Power Girls and Power Boys. See you next time. The content of this show is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not a substitute for individual medical and mental health advice and does not constitute a provider-patient relationship. As always, talk to your doctor or health team.